This is Dolynny TV live from the dugout in Crossfield. Friends, welcome aboard as we get set up to discuss the one thing after a long summer of talking about it. Man, oh man, have I heard that NHL fans are sick of hearing me say it, you say it, everybody that's an Oilers fan say it because, by golly, we're just handing the Oilers the cup based on what evidence? Well, friends, I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize for sitting here thinking that my hockey team, the Edmonton Oilers, after 5 years under Ken Holland, doing what they did this offseason under Jeff Jackson, are incapable of winning the Stanley Cup. In fact, I 100% believe there is no way they don't win the Stanley Cup this year if they go out there and achieve what they're capable of doing. That's where everybody seems confused. Everybody will sit here and say, I'm giving the Oilers the cup based on no evidence. Well, I'll tell you, I'm giving the Oilers based on one piece of evidence. They're dang well capable and they dang well should. That's the only piece of evidence I need when it comes to being a fan of my hockey team to tell you out there why the Oilers are going to win the Stanley Cup. They can and they should, and that's all I want, right? And at the end of the day, if I'm wrong on that, I'm wrong on that. Big whoopity whoop. But at the end of the day, too, there is a good, strong possibility that the Oilers can do so much this season with this year. And you know what? We came up a goal and a half shy. We literally came up a goal and a half shy of the Stanley Cup this past season. You're telling me that with some upgrades to the defense, some part way through the year, and obviously with the Edmonton Oilers doing what they do at the start of the year all the way to the end of the year instead of choosing November 24th to start playing hockey, you telling me that they can't go out there and win the Stanley Cup hands down just like that? Well, Connor McDavid was almost not denied this past season. Again, maybe an injury to him, an injury to Leon Draisaitl, and the Edmonton Oilers just not being able to get over the hump that was the Florida Panthers in Game 7 in their own barn. Well, guess what? You know what? I'm taking our chances this year, and I really like what the Oilers have done this offseason. I really like how this team stacks up based on a better start, and these guys know right down to the final goal now what it takes to win a Stanley Cup. And just like Florida last year, you saw what happened, right? They went from runners up to winners, and I know everyone's like, oh, nobody can repeat. It's so hard to do that. Well, guess what? If anyone can do it, Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl can. So at the end of the day, when everybody sits here and the NHL is so tired of us saying we're going to win the Stanley Cup, I say suck it, because I tell you, the Oilers, if they can't do it this year, it's a travesty based on what they have assembled, based on what they've done to get to this point, and you can't waste all that good built up over the Connor McDavid years, developing and going through the trials and tribulations, learning and getting to the point where all you have to do now is win, right? Connor had to get to the cup final. He got to a cup final. Draisaitl had to get to a cup final. He got to a cup final. We got to the cup final with Darnell Nurse and Cody Ceci as a pair for 90% of our games last season. You telling me that one little tiny little upgrade ain't going to be better than that? I'm going to tell you it will be a lot better than that. And I'm sorry to those of you watching back home, NHL fans that are sick and tired of us, Edmonton Oilers fans, saying that we are, of course, going to win the Stanley Cup. I'm sorry. This is it. The Oilers will win the Cup, and I've given you all the evidence I need to give you to form an opinion of my own. So, end of the day, I'm looking forward to this season. Friends, tonight, just to tell you, for those of you watching back home, you're wondering where I am. I'm at the dugouts in Crossfield, ready to play some ball here this afternoon, this evening. So we're closing out ball season. We got playoffs next week. And then, oh, baby, guess what? We are right there for the start of captain skates, the start of the, well, rookie camps, all that. So I'm looking forward to it. And obviously looking forward to closing out ball season. Got the Pirates jersey on today. And I went with, I don't even know if I can get this for you. I don't know if we can, not really. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that's not going to work too well. That's not going to work, but I got the Time Money jersey on today, so I'll tell you that. I'm feeling good, and we should have a pretty good finish to ball season. But the Edmonton Oilers, like we said, they should have a pretty good finish, start, all-around year that hopefully culminates in a Stanley Cup Finals appearance and victory. Friends, this is Dolynny TV. Thanks for being aboard here live from the Diamonds this afternoon in Crossfield. I am up on out of here.